I would say my neighborhood slash community is pretty much made up of one racial group, as it seems like most of the people there in my community are white. But I don't think that there is any discriminatory housing policies in Zeeland. I might be wrong, but from what I know, Zeeland and like the area, like Hudsonville and areas like that, are one of the fastest growing when it comes to like what do you call it to minorities. So I know that it is growing when it comes to more diversity in the area. So there has been more diversity. Austin's reasoning in why there's segregation in communities can actually be seen as pretty interesting. As honestly, I was like what he talked about when it came to of like the communities when there's like only white or like only black. I kind of thought that there was a little bit of like a pay gap difference between it, in that there was almost like a social stigma in between there. But it does make sense that it would be a part of government policy instead. But it is very interesting, and I think remedies that we should propose to this situation, I think it should be the same thing as when it comes to the 60s and stuff, when we had mass, what do you call it, protests and things like that. Honestly, I think that might be the best option to go with. And yeah, I guess one thing I'd like to better understand about my how I came to live at Zeeland, or Borkula, I guess you can say, is like really why Borkula out of all areas is like, did my parents think that was like a good area to live in? Did they like what was their real reasoning in between going to Farmish Borculo? Some unanswered question, or an unanswered question that I do have, can be like, how did we really keep this unchecked and not really think about it being what do you call it, policy changes from the government? I mean, we thought of everything else as being policy changes by the government, but what really changed is this one? Why did we decide to exclude this out from the rest?